2 Timothy 2:21 says, if a man purges himself of these, previous verses had spoken about evil work. If a man purges himself of these, he would be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and fit for the master's use. Some of the strongest people in the Bible were not kings or prophets. They didn't lead armies or work many miracles, but nonetheless, they were used by God powerfully and they fulfilled their destiny. One of such people is Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus. The story of Joseph teaches us that that man that is available for God to use can be anybody. Imagine finding out that the woman you're engaged to be married to is pregnant and the pregnancy is not yours. Joseph was in that situation. I love the fact that he was a very gentle man. Bible says that when he realized that Mary was pregnant, he thought to himself to put her away privately. No need for any sort of drama. Still preserve, whatever dignity he thought she had left. That was the kind of man Joseph was. He was a man that God could trust with Mary. He was disciplined. Bible says that he did not touch Mary until Jesus was born. The Bible also describes Joseph as a family man. He taught Jesus his trade, carpentry. He took him to the temple. And when Jesus was missing, he went with his wife to look for Jesus. They looked for him until he found him. Another thing I love about Joseph is that he was a man that heard God. Whether it was angelic visitation or through dreams, God is not always looking for the most qualified. What he's looking for is that man or woman that is available. That's why he says, if a man, that man can be anybody. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. He qualifies that man that is available. That woman whose heart is open. That man that is an ordinary man in the streets but is disciplined. That man that is known to be morally upright. He doesn't have to be a pastor or a priest or a warrior or a king. He can be anybody. Bible says that God is not a respecter of persons. Use anybody, whether young or old, male or female. That man that separates himself can be used of the Lord. Where's your heart today? Are you available for the Lord to use? If God could speak to his prophet through a donkey, then God can use anybody. So make yourself open to be used of the Lord. I pray that God will use you mightily to fulfill purpose. I pray that when God is looking for a man, he doesn't need to look too much when you're around, because you'll be fit for that which he wants to use you for. God bless. 2 Timothy 2:21 says,